The Holy Roman Emperor Louis the Pious founded the bishopric of Hildesheim in 815 and created the first settlement with a chapel on the so-called Domhügel. Hildesheim is situated on Autobahn Route 7, and hence is at the connection point of the north, Hamburg and beyond, with the south of Europe. With the Hildesheim Cathedral and the St. Michael's Church, Hildesheim became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985. In 2015, the city and the diocese celebrated their 1,200th anniversary. When Hildesheim obtained city status in 1249, it was one of the biggest cities in northern Germany. For 4 centuries the clergy ruled Hildesheim. Before a town hall was built and the citizens gained some influence and independence. Construction of the present town hall started in 1268. In 1367 Hildesheim became a member of the Hanseatic League. A war between the citizens and their bishop cost dearly in 1519–23 when they engaged in a feud. Hildesheim became Lutheran in 1542, and only the cathedral and a few other buildings remained in Imperial, Roman Catholic, hands. Several villages around the city remained Roman Catholic as well. During the 30 Years' War, Hildesheim was besieged and occupied several times, in 1628 and 1632 by imperial troops, and in 1634 by troops from Brunswick and Lüneburg in 1813. After the Napoleonic Wars, the town became part of the Kingdom of Hanover, which was annexed by the Kingdom of Prussia as a province after the Austro-Prussian War in 1866. In 1868 a highly valuable trove of about 70 Roman silver vessels for eating and drinking, the so-called Hildesheim treasure, was unearthed by Prussian soldiers. In the beginning of World War II, one of the town's own was Guy Stern. The city was heavily damaged by air raids in 1945, especially on the 22nd of March. Although it had little military significance. 2 months before the end of the war in Europe, the historic city was bombed as part of the area bombing directive in order to undermine the morale of the German people. 28.5% of the houses were completely destroyed and 44.7% damaged. 26.8% of the houses remained undamaged. The center, which had retained its medieval character until then, was almost leveled. The city as a whole was destroyed by 20 to 30%. As in many cities, priority was given to rapid building of badly needed housing, and concrete structures took the place of the destroyed buildings. Most of the major churches, 2 of them now UNESCO World Heritage Sites, were rebuilt in the original style soon after the war. During the war, valuable World Heritage materials had been hidden in the basement of the city wall. In 1978, the University of Hildesheim was founded. In the 1980s a reconstruction of the historic center began. Some of the unattractive concrete buildings around the marketplace were torn down and replaced by replicas of the original buildings. In the autumn of 2007, a decision was made to reconstruct the Umgestalter Zuckerhut, upended Sugarloaf, an iconic half-timbered house famous for its unusual shape. In 2015 the city and the diocese celebrates their 1200th anniversary with the Day of Lower Saxony. The Marktplatz, historic marketplace, was reconstructed in 1984 to 1990 after its destruction in the March 1945 air raid. The more noteworthy buildings in the square are the Bakaramits House, Butchers' Guild Hall, originally built in 1529 and destroyed in 1945. It was reconstructed from 1987 to 1989 according to original plans. The facade is sumptuously decorated with colorful paintings and German proverbs. Today the building houses a restaurant and the city museum. The Bakaramits House, Baker's Guild Hall, is a half-timbered house which was originally built in 1825. It was destroyed in 1945 and rebuilt 1987 to 89. Today, it houses a cafe. The Town Hall, erected in the 13th century in Gothic style. Partly destroyed in 1945, it was rebuilt and inaugurated in 1954. The Temple House, a late Gothic 14th century patrician house, which today houses the Tourist Information Office. It suffered some damage during the Second World War but was restored and inaugurated in 1950.